Yes.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yes. I don't want to give it away
No, don't give it
completely,
away.
but
Okay.
but yeah, you will. If you know Millie Jackson, you will definitely hear Millie
Okay.
Jackson. If you know Michelle and Deggiocello, you will hear.
And I heard names sound familiar. Not the second
Sade,
one.
not
the
so
second
much, but she is an influence of mine. I love her music.
Okay.
Yeah,
one. Yeah. So I'm excited.
she can bring you down and she can bring you up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we definitely looking forward to the album. I know it's one of my most anticipated independent projects for 2019.
All right.
Miss Wildfire
Yeah.
in the house.
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying?
Thank you.
Depending if I can play it in my car or not, I'll probably get backhand smacked.
exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta play it by yourself or on your way to the club. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I play it by myself and feel so dirty, man.
Yeah. But dirty in a good way. You know
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
feel so dirty. I'm gonna walk in the house, all suspicious looking.
Right.
What you looking at, you know?
Exactly. But this thing, I will say this: it is very, very catchy. The hooks are very, very catchy. I've heard, bits and pieces, and I found myself like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
Oh,
Pause.
But I'm saying it's catchy though. It's
Yeah,
catchy
it's
though.
catchy.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It definitely is. You will remember the song. You will remember that. Joint.
And I think
No
that
doubt. You
the
remember
release
that.
is perfect because the weather's getting warm.
Right.
right.
That-
You know,
yes.
the weather's getting
That's a
warm.
natural aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the young ladies or the women be out and dress a certain way. I got to put on my shades and lower down, but
Have you thought about taking your music to like maybe DJs where they have like parties and
yeah.
things like that? That might be a good idea.
Yes, I plan to do that once everything is completed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
because it's for sure marketable. It's
Yeah,
marketable.
it's a lane. That's definitely a lane.
Definitely.
Well, that wraps up our segment on Crow's Corner Podcast. I'd like to thank our special guest, Miss Wildfire. And will you stick around for the next segment?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That sounds good. We'll be back in another 5.
We're eating crows.
Peace.
You're listening to Crow's Corner Podcast.
If you would like to be a guest on the Crow's Corner Podcast to talk about your music or books or plays or even just the topic of the day, contact us at jimcrowmusic.com. That's JIMKROWMUSIC.com.
I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, and it's time for me to eat crow.
We back.
Yeah.
Adam Moore.
Wahamid. We got sitcoms on the ones and twos.
This is Crow's
And
Corner.
a very special guest,
Wildfire.
Wildfire. So we in the Who's Eating Crows competition of 2019.
Yeah, I gotta go back to my archives and see who will be in my top 10.
And in a year, we want to identify someone as, the most.
The Crow King.
Yeah. Exactly. So,
Give him a fatigue, perhaps.
Right.
Well, today's Eating Crows will be social media.
Social media is eating crows
Yes.
today.
And I say that because we live in a society to each his own, respect everybody's preference and sexuality.
Orientations.
But when things become in a sense of backwards thinking or there's a propaganda at hand, then you got to eat crows. You understand? And tonight is social media. And this stems from the Kodak Black. And
Who's Kodak Black for our listeners? They probably-
he's an artist from out of Florida.
okay, a recording artist.
Yeah. And Young M.A., recording
Young
artist
M.A. is also a
from
recording
out of New York. And the reason why social media is eating crows because the young man, he shot his shot.
And for our listeners, what What is shooting your shot?
Meaning, like, when you trying to throw the hook out there, get a fish, and not to be sexist, but, you know, when you're trying to, how can I put it? See, I'm old school, holler at somebody, you know? And hoping that they, you know, things work out. Yeah. So, you know, today's youth, they go on social media, and except for, you know, back in our era, where it was more dignified, where it was more privacy. Like, you know, if I like a young lady or if a young lady like a young man, you pull them to the side. It's exclusive. Nobody ain't got to know.
Yeah,
but now it's more like,
media.
I'm going to go on IG or whatever, Facebook, and I'm just going to throw you out there. Look, I like
think
you.
That's why people slide in their DMs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the thing is, I think the young man was doing something what he felt was natural.
Now,
So
was he serious about...
I don't know. He's known for trolling, but this is that's not the point.
What's the scenario? What's the scenario?
The point is that he liked her, he found her attractive, and she's an attractive young woman, although she stems to go a certain way.
All right, hold on, time out. So what you basically trying to say is, this one artist, you know, is interested in pursuing maybe a relationship, maybe something more with another artist. The only issue, or where the drama ensues, is the fact that one artist presents as being a male.
Yeah.
Right.
And that artist says, well, called them, I guess, gay, if I'm using the right terms for it. And the young female who prefers females, she looked at young Kodak and saying, you know, it's weird. Why would you want to holler at me? You know, it's weird. You know, I prefer a woman, and you're, right now, from quote-unquote what she said, you're gay for that. So the reason why social media is getting crows, because they attacked them, you know, online and said, they attacked them online and said, Kodak, you're gay for trying to holler at Young M.A, and she preferred women, and she's a dude. Some of them said, why would you holler at a dude?
When you say he was attacked,
Meaning like on social media, when they don't like something or agree with it, they just go at you. Mm-hmm. You know,
social media can be a brutal place.
So my thing is, once again, to each his own. But if I'm walking down the street, clearly I'm a man. You see the beard and the rough-looking face, and let's say our guest, Miss Wildfire, say, Miss, no, I'm not a man. No, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Then I have a problem with common sense. You understand what I'm saying? I have a problem with blatant common sense. Except for saying, I think social media could have went about it a different way, except for just calling that man gay, because now you're confusing the people who are, their minds are impressionable, meaning the youth and stuff like that. Like, hold on, I thought that the man shot a shot at a young lady. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now he's gay for that? So I don't understand that.
What's your take on that, Miss Wildfire?
It's a bit confusing to me.
Yeah. I think that's generally what you're getting at. Yeah, it's confusing. If it's confusing to us and we're adults, you can only imagine how it might be confusing to someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, he was attacked. They called him all types of names and stuff like that. And I get on some of these platforms that's out there, certain radio stations in New York, I won't mention their name, where they actually bashed the young man.
Wow.
Yeah, and said, young Kodak, that's very gay what you did. The point of the matter is they look at Young M.A as a dude. And she's a woman. She's born a woman.
Right.
Now, her sexual preference is her
preference.
That's her.
Right.
But don't confuse the issue. You understand? How is he
I don't think that
considered
makes
gay,
Kodak Black gay for.
trying to shoot a shot at a woman. Whether she wear tattoos or she look butch or not, come on, she's still a woman.
But I think that's part of the agenda, really. Part of the culture and the climate in our country nowadays is that people present to be certain things, then they want to be seen as that and nothing else. But the only issue with that is that people are aware that you were born something different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
So, social media. Today, what's today's date?
22nd, 23rd, what's it? 22nd.
First day of spring?
Not, because it's freezing outside.
Well, I mean, due to the calendar, first day of spring, right?
Sure.
Well, social media, 2019, whatever date it is, first day of spring. You people, social media, are eating crows. Eat these crows! Eat these crows!
Yo, the fact that you're getting good at that is what's scary the most, yo. That's scary, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're projecting now, you know what I'm saying?
So my thing is, please, my advice to, people out there, before you bash a young man for what he deems normal in his world, don't confuse the narrative. Don't confuse the titles, please, because we have young, impressionable minds and old idiots out there that may believe what you're saying.
I think that this topic is going to come up again, and I think that this topic is going to continue to be relevant in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. That concludes our show, episode 21.
21,
right?
21, yeah.
Yeah, that means we all grown now.
Right, we're official now. You know what I'm saying?
Official now. We had to bring it in with a very adult conversation.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
we want to thank our special guest, Miss Wildfire. We want to thank our listeners out there, wherever you are. We like to thank the city of Baltimore.
Shout out.
We like to thank the DMV. We like to thank all of our listeners and our fans all across the globe.
And give us the name of your album and where they can reach you at for us your information.
Miss Fire.
Yes.
Wildfire.
Miss Wildfire.
Is the name of the CD that will be coming out this year. And they can reach me soon at IamWildfire.com. I'm working with a public relations person who's getting that together for me.
Awesome.
As well as other social media.
That's what's up.
Awesome. So we want to thank everyone for listening and tuning in, and we will catch y'all next week.
Peace.
One love.